And welcome back, everybody, to the Devil May Cry 5 Let's Play. Last time we left off, Vergil has returned,
Yeah.
and we are now fighting these,
Summons.
whatever the fuck they're called.
Familiars.
The Familiars, that's what they're called. And, yeah, I hate this mission. For ranking purposes, I hate this mission.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. Boomer, okay.
Boomer, okay. Listen here, you little shit.
Dude, you know I actually know someone that legitimately believes that Yoda and Yaddle had a kid, and that's how Baby Yoda was made.
What? No way.
Like, I kid you not, dude. And I thought he was fucking with me for a minute, and he's like, no, I actually genuinely... I'm like, that is fucking dumb. Like, I am done watching The Mandalorian if that was actually the real explanation.
I don't think that's it.
No, it isn't. I think it's just...
Want me to tell you how The Mandalorian ends?
Fuck it, who cares? You know what? You might as well.
Okay, so...
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't finished The Mandalorian yet.
Okay, obviously, the first spoiler that everyone knows, the Dark Saber.
Well, of course. I knew that was
Another
coming.
spoiler, he gets the jetpack.
He gets the jetpack.
Another spoiler is that chick who the Mando chick who's like, this is the way, and makes him the armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
She tells them the fact that you've taken it upon yourself to take care of this child who is categorized by the Mandalorians as a foundling, right? Because he found him and he's protecting him.
Mm-hmm.
She said, until that child is reunited with its family and its people, you are its father. Like, oh, you just got a child, my dude.
I just really hope that they don't make it. I just hope it's not around for the entirety of the series.
I don't know. Like, essentially, the ending is until like the Mando is gonna look for this for Baby Yoda's actual family, and until he does, it's his kid.
Okay, whatever.
That's essentially the ending.
Okay, so I wanted to continue our discussion.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
From the philosophy thing for the whole religion thing, because I had a few points that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, go for it.
So I truly do believe. Oh, what the fuck? Did you see that?
Yeah, dude, I missed it.
How did I do that? I did the trickster, but I jumped. I literally leaped over him.
Okay, I think what it was you were at an angle, right? And I think it's just like it's less like at the side of you, but because of the angle you were at, it looked like this. I think maybe that's what happened.
Anyway, back to what I was
Anyways, what
saying.
you were saying, yeah. Dude, this is what we need when we
I
really get
think a lot of people have a hard time accepting their mortality. Like, for me, like, if I know people, and Corey is one of the people, he has told me, dude, I cannot accept that when we die, that's it. There's nothing afterwards. And I'm just like, why does that bother? I understand for biological purposes why it bothers people, because as a species we're meant to survive, you know, because you know, species that don't care about dying don't exactly stay around for that long amount of time.
This is true.
But it's just like, I don't know, like I would rather
Running away?
I would rather embrace that and say, you know, it is what it is. I think
Something
we'll,
above you?
I think what?
So it's like I saw the shadows on the floor. I thought there was something like a chandelier or something.
No,
I'm
I
sorry
think.
for interrupting.
Oh, that's fine. I don't understand why people just. It's just, I don't know. It's just like people just have this really hard time admitting that when they're dead, right? And the way I look at it, I'm like, dude, I had no. First of all, I could be wrong. I don't ever say that I'm wrong, but everything that all of the research that I've done into like neurology, for example, has pretty much pointed to that the brain is. There are still some questions we don't know about the state of consciousness and everything, but it's looking like it's a input of the brain, right? When the brain goes, you go. So essentially, when you die and your consciousness is done,
The brain is still stimulated. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why people have. I mean, we pretty much know that these near-death experiences that people have are entirely because your brain is going crazy, right? And a lot of them are based on your viewpoints that you have, right? We're all familiar with the light at the end of the tunnel and shit like that. Well, that's because you've only heard Christian near-death experiences.
Imagine somebody who's like believes in the whole like 1,000 is it like 100 brides or whatever at the end. He's like, it seems like a bunch of like, oh, all right.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Oh, dude, that'd be so funny.
No, but
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
no, but we also have reports from people from different parts of the world where there are not many Christians, where Hindus have seen their version of the afterlife. We have near-death experiences of Buddhists who believe that they are going into their next life. We have all of these things, and to me, it's pretty obvious that those experiences are because our brain is trying to rationalize it, to make it easier for ourselves to go, to accept our mortality, right?
Yep.
And as a result, when we see that, we are more willing to say, hey, fuck it, I'm going to where my religion tells me I should be going, so therefore it's fine. You ever notice that very rarely do people think they're going to hell?
That's true.
There are people who have claimed to experience that, but at the same time, that might be because they've internalized, that kind of stuff to themselves and feel like they go there. Yeah. I don't know. I just think when you're kaputskis, you're kaputskis. Now, I will say this. I do believe that it is possible, based on my very, very, very basic knowledge of quantum mechanics, with the idea of the multiverse is very interesting, because there's this thing called quantum suicide, right? So quantum suicide basically states you basically, if you die, there's another universe where you didn't die, and you just keep going on from that point on. And so a lot of people think that not everyone, but there's a theory that when you die, hypothesis I should say, because you can't prove this.
Yes, it's true.
So it will never become a theory because you can't prove it. Is that when you die, your consciousness lives on. Like I, as Sean, will be here for all eternity, but I'm born in a different universe where things are slightly different.
Like instead of blonde hair, you have black hair,
or whatever.
Or instead of whatever color your eyes are, you're whatever. Or instead of being tall, you're short. I don't know.
Not stuff like that. Like I would have the same genetics, but like if there was a decision in my life that went a different way,
like a girlfriend, or
like what if I didn't break, like what if I didn't break up with my girlfriend, or what if I what if I ended up moving to Arizona,
or what if you had a really bad breakup and made you gay? I'm just saying, dude. I'm thinking of like random things, dude.
I know you are, but I'm just like, wait, that's not how it works. I swear to God. Anyway, I'm not getting on that topic.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, it's just stuff like that. And I said, yeah, that's believable, but am I going to subscribe to that? Like, am I going to say, like, oh, I definitely believe? I don't fucking know. I go with the one that sounds the most logical and the most rational. And oftentimes, it's the one that scares people the most. Which is, when you're out, you're out. But here's the thing, right? Did you bitch about what it was like before you were born?
No.
No. Were you even aware of who you are when you're born?
Nope.
Nope. I've met people who did die, by the way, and they, not like full-on death, obviously.
But dead for like a couple of minutes.
My dad had a near-death experience. Yep. He was out for 45 minutes, and when he woke up, fuck.
When he woke up, he fucked you?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Call 911. Oh, I'm sorry. I know, seriously, got off
track. He was out, but he had no recollection of all the time that had passed. And to him, those 45 minutes felt like nothing. And he cannot even describe. Like, it is impossible for the human brain to know what nothing is. We are incapable of understanding the concept of eternity and the concept of nothingness. It is impossible for humans to perceive that. So when people say things like, oh, heaven is forever, it's like, bruh, do you even know what that means? Like, you're in this place, and you're here forever. And it's like, does that really even sound that good?
No, it's like immortality. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
it may sound cool, but like at the same time, it's like, dude, immortality
well, no, but
sucks.
that's the thing. It's like it's just like the concept of heaven that are in various religions. Like, what? To me, that doesn't sound appealing, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, how the fuck am I gonna, like, okay, like, when people say there will be no sin in heaven, wait a minute, I thought God allowed us to sin because we have free will. Does this mean there's no free will in heaven? And they're like, well, you won't care that you won't have free will in heaven. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, if you don't care,
So, like,
if you don't care, then you don't really have free will.
to be fair, I think Mormons have the best version of the afterlife. Oh yeah, I get my own planet, and I get to do whatever I want on it. It's just my imagination.
Hell yeah.
But even then, I would get tired of that. After a while,
Imagine you're
I'd run out
like
of things
if
to
it's
think of.
then you why don't you just imagine like, all right, I want to die. All right.
See, that's the interesting thing about another thing that made me accept the idea that nothing happens to you after you die is, believe it or not, Hinduism and Buddhism. Because they want nothing to happen to them when they die. Reincarnation means you done fucked up and you need to do it all over again. They want to break this. I could be wrong because I'm not a Buddhist, I'm not a Hindu. I don't want to offend any of our viewers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I find that fascinating. I'm like, wait a minute, if that's their end goal game, they want nothing to happen to them after they die, why should I give a shit if nothing happens to me after I die? Right? I will leave on my legacy. I plan on having children. You know, and I plan on making my little pocket of this world, which is just a small pocket of this universe. If I can make it a slightly better place than when I came in, fuck it. I consider that a success. Anyway, that's my opinion. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, man, it's perfectly logical. I completely understand it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like just like really briefly. It's just with me. It's like right at the moment, I believe that there is something. If there's nothing,
what do you think that something is, though?
the way
If you had to guess.
the way I interpret it is like this. It's like it's something so, it's a feeling so beyond our comprehension that I can't explain it. Not a heaven, right? Because I don't think it's like something like eternity, but I think it's like something. Let's say like it's all perception with it. It's like, let's say like it's something so unbelievably hard to unexplain and beyond our comprehension that it'll simply feel for you like one moment in time.
That's what Orthodox
No, but you know, I just think like, I don't think it's something that'll last forever. I just feel like for your, like when it happens, if it happens, right?
Okay.
If it happens.
So when you say it doesn't last forever, what's after that?
After that period?
If this is all just fucking bullshitting around, so I don't really care.
After that period,
You're bored and you come back in a different universe, and you're just like, hey, let's do it again.
no, but I know the way I see it is like if like after that moment, right? Anything, it could be up to anything. I don't know what comes after that. I just feel that
Did you just think about this, or did you actually do research on this?
What do you mean?
Did you actually research this topic, or did you just like you just kind of sat down and thought about it?
I just thought about it. You know, because I feel like
Jesus fuck.
I do. Oh, shit. No, but I feel like if you obviously like research is very important in battle, right? So obviously I still research this stuff, you know, but like my core ideas are things that I think about, because if you do nothing but research all of these things and just take everything at face value, it's like that'll definitely affect the way you see, you know, the things that you're thinking about.
Well, that's what I'm done.
Yes,
when you see concrete evidence of something that you cannot deny, in my opinion, you need to change it. It would be wise for you, if you want to maintain your intellectual integrity, to change your opinion.
Well, it's like I told you before, I'm not opposed to being wrong, dude. For all I know, I could be completely off about all this.
Well, no, I know.
But, shit, I lost my train of thought. Help me out here.
Something afterlife, something that happens afterwards.
Something afterlife, something.
I'm not you.
I can't remember. Trying to remember. I had a.
Don't they all go down if he goes down though?
I think so. Yeah, but in order to have, like he disappears after a certain amount of time, so I think you have to fight him to get him to appear again. I think that's how it is. Use your Cindy team, my guy, while he's still there.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Because,
Haven't fought Bobby a long time, so I don't remember.
like I said, dude, when I played this again, I just fought Vergil. That was it. Oh, okay, that's Vergil. I wonder how much damage that like super strong move would have done. Yeah. You know, cause I never used that move. The only move that I used whenever I was in CDT was like that one where like he curls into himself and he like shoots like a bunch of like
that's called the boost, I think.
yeah, those like winged projectiles. That's the only move I ever used. Because, like,
Yeah. Got it.
nice, dude. High five, dude. Dude, you got an SSS, dude.
I know, and I maintained it for quite a long time.
I know. You made him your bitch.
Nightmare is my bitch.
Yeah, Virgil's nightmare is my bitch.
I already killed him once many years ago. I'll
Virgil's
do it again.
Virgil's literal nightmare personified.
Yeah.
About as sharp as a marble.
Perhaps.
This is so sad.
But if you had even a little bit of trouble defeating us, imagine what Vergil can do to you. Go see for yourself. Us. This is our final fight. And the end of Vergil's nightmares. Godspeed, Dante. You'll need it.
Rest in peace, little chicken.
I like that line.
It's been a bash.
No, not that. It's like the end of Virgil's nightmares.
Oh,
I thought it was poetic after all the research I did on like on Vergil and stuff, my guy.
Mhm.
Because you know, like Dante just you know ended them, right?
Right. Which
and
is
as
ironic.
they're fading away, it says the end of Virgil's nightmares. It's literal.
Yeah.
You know, like those things are Virgil's nightmares personified.
Correct.
So them going away is the literal end of Virgil's nightmares. I was like, damn, dude, that's meta as hell.
That is fuck. That is fuck, boy.
Which devil breakers do you have on? I mean,
On him right now.
yeah, on it right now.
So this is a pre-rendered cutscene. So right now I have the devil printer on right now.
No one.
This is a pre-rendered cutscene, so therefore it's spark attack.
Why not the ones you were going before?
Because this is a pre-rendered cutscene. This is mocap.
This doesn't make any
Okay.
Anyway, this is important.
I know you hate Vergil, but you can't kill your own father.
Yes, you can.
It's true. You'd never recover from that.
Oh,
You
fact
saved
that,
us. You
the
should
fact
be
that the
proud.
fact that lady
Now you
said
can
that
put all this
is
behind you.
awesome.
Ooh, yeah, and let's remember too, her dad was a scumbag.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude, you manipulated her and the sons of Sparta, and you sacrificed your own wife or what? Just to die
By your daughter.
by your daughter? You're like, bruh, talk about irony.
I know.
He kills his human wife to get demonic power and become a god, and
How
then
fast
he
do
gets
you think she's going? Like miles per hour.
probably pretty fast.
Probably the full thing.
like that bridge is.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Look
I
at
know,
this
this
fucking. What
bullshit.
is this fucking bullshit? Like C rank
There's
for
not
style.
enough-
There's not enough enemies.
There's not enough enemies.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. You know, most people have said this mission is what prevents them from getting an S rank for everything,
Damn.
and I don't blame them. It's fucking horseshit.
I think the only way to get an S rank for this is to not take any damage.
But damage, yeah, maybe that's probably
Don't
the only
take
way you can
any
do it.
damage, yeah.
That's the only way you can.
Because
do
you
it,
get a boost for
probably.
not getting hit once, dude. It gives you a huge boost.
Yeah, but that's bullshit.
I know, but the fact that it gives you such a huge boost for doing something that's almost impossible.
Anyway, folks,
Oh.
it's a time.
I'ma fight
No.
Vergil. Give me the remote.
I know you're joking, so stop.
I know.
You might hit the mic by accident.
I know. I'm careful of it. No, but yeah, man. Vergil is gonna definitely test your rustiness, my guy. As long as you do the technique that I did. Actually, on second thought, don't, because you can't really, because it's easier for you to do your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do your own thing, man.
Exactly.
And if you die, you
Hey,
obviously
Vergil.
have to restart the fight.
Portal opening days are over.
These are unwritten rules.
These are unwritten rules for fighting
If you
Vergil.
want it, then you'll have to take it.
But you already knew that.
I love the way it looks. I love the
I had
design.
a feeling you'd say that.
Isn't it like amazing to see
How
these
many
two, like the
times
total
have we
contrast? You know, Virgil is clean shaven. He has his hair slicked back so it looks neat. He's wearing like nice fancy clothes. They're still practical for combat. And Dante, he's wearing a shirt, some leather pants, and some leather pants.
Oh, leather
Let
pants.
some-
I thought you said little pants.
No, some leather pants, and he doesn't care how his hair looks.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right. Okay, I'm actually going to take your suggestion, and we're going to end the part early, so that way we can dedicate an entire part to this fight in case it comes down to it.
All right.
All right, folks. We'll see you next time when I face off against Vergil as Dante for the last time. Until then, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.